You know, we don't ever want to think about our kids being exposed to gunfire at school, even the sound of gunfire. That's exactly what's happening at Chrissy Elementary in Holland. It's being done legally. And tonight at 6, our 11 Investigates team will tell you how this is even possible and if there's anything that can be done about it. Lead investigator Brian Duggar joins us now. We'll have a story coming up at 6 o'clock. You don't want to give it all away because the story's coming up, but what are the circumstances? What are we looking at here?
Yeah, so Chrissy Elementary, which is in Holland, Springfield Township, there's been a couple times over the past couple years where the kids have been out in recess and all of a sudden, gunshots ring out. So what we know is that there's a neighbor who likes to target shoot and also maybe some hunters in the area that might be sighting their weapons, but it's happening right during recess. And so we actually have surveillance video of these kids running from the playground after the gunshots ring out.
And it's kind of a rural area, so it's legal, but it's kind of unnerving given the society we live in right now where school shootings, sadly, are a common occurrence, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it was actually surprising to me that it is legal, and it's because it's in Springfield Township, and the townships don't have the ability to make a law restricting people from using guns on their own property.
Right.
Now, there's something in the ORC that says they have to use it safely and responsibly, and even that you can't shoot within 100 yards of a cemetery. But as far as the school,
What?
Yeah, as far as the school, yeah, there's nothing that townships can do about it.
Yeah, that area around Chrissy Elementary, I mean, it's a little bit of city creeping out, but it's a lot of rural area, a lot of farms. I know there's a rodeo farm out there.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you think about townships, I think when they refuse, or I don't want to say refuse, but whenever they didn't mandate any type of gun rules, it's because, townships, they usually are rural.
Sure.
And, you might be out in the woods and, sure, I mean, people should be able to use their gun and their property out in the woods. But when you look at Springfield Township, it's pretty dense. And there's about 25,000 people that live in the township. And I think it's like a 25 square mile area or something. So it's pretty dense.
So how did you hear about it?
Yeah, we heard about it from a concerned parent, obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, a kid comes home from school and says, hey, we heard gunshots at recess. They're going to react poorly. I mean, you don't want your kid to be exposed to that. And like I said, it's happened a couple times over the past couple years. And obviously, the school administrators, they're not real happy about it because they've got to, bring the kids in quickly, then dismiss them, one at a time so they can keep close eye on them.
I can't imagine if you're a parent, your kid coming home and telling you about the gunshots.
Yeah.
What can be done about it, you think?
Well, lawmakers, that's the only way this can change. The General Assembly.
It's too bad you can't just go to the people and say, hey, just kind of keep it off school days, when the kids are outside.
That's what you would like to do,
Courtesy,
right?
common sense, gee.
But that's what you would like to think that you could do. But at this point, it really comes down to lawmakers making some sort of law. Maybe it's a density thing. If the township is this dense or you're this close to a school, you can't shoot a weapon, particularly during the school day. But it's going to come down to a lawmaker. And we did actually reach out to all the local lawmakers, and we will tell you what they said.
That's coming up 6 o'clock. Brian Duggar, thank you so much. Looking forward to that.